Hello everyone, this is the lovely Mayola. Welcome back to my channel that is all about empowering the universe, giving men and women their own power back. With this amazing, profound, compelling information, it will inform, reform, transform, and help all transcend to their highest, greatest versions of themselves, revealing the depths of truth from a logical, analytical, scientific, psychological level, many levels of perspective, giving everybody a truth from different angles, helping everyone reform their subconscious mind, binding the nations, reforming the vibe between men and women, giving a mutual understanding between the two where there's a lack of understanding deeply in the roots of women and men. This channel is just revealing the truth, facts, logic, giving it as it is, no sugarcoat, straightforward bluntness. This channel is just honesty. It's what we lack in this universe. It's what we need, and it's what I'm giving you. Also, it's a very therapeutic channel. It'll have some paint sessions, a lot of different things that I will be doing on this channel that will help inspire and encourage and give you power to do more and become greater within yourself, being more in tune and connected with you, but also the universe and your significant other. So this channel is about power and bringing power to the people and bringing back oneness in the world. Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening. It's your girl, Lachey Mailer, right? And I'm back with another amazing content for you guys. This is the growth channel, the channel of growing. And when we listen to this amazing content, it will help you improve somewhere in your life. So today we're going to talk about strengths and weaknesses. Now, what are your strengths? Do you know what you're strong at and what you're weak at? What are your strengths? Comment down below if you know your strengths. And if you're brave enough to reveal those strengths and weaknesses, comment down below if you're brave enough. We all have strengths and weaknesses within ourselves, but the only way that we can grow is if we admit what we are not good at and face those things and become greater at them. I know I'm not good at a lot of things, and I take time to work on everything that I know that I'm not good at. I also have a lot of strengths that I can also improve. Now, strengths are necessary for yourself. You can sharpen your strengths to help other people. The things that you're good at are not necessarily always for you. They increase your capabilities of helping people. So the things that you're good at, if you look at it in the sense of it can help you, but it can help everybody around you. You can help your family. It can help you help other people. It can help you help change so many people's lives, depending on what your strengths are and your abilities to be capable of using those very strengths for helping the universe. And how do you plan to get back to this universe? How do you plan to use your very strengths to help out people? Now, people will look at weaknesses as something that is not good. weaknesses are our greatest strength, because in the little things that people do not find significant, like weaknesses, things that we're not good at, or the things that we never tried or experienced, those very things are tools that sharpen us and prepare us for the things that we desire most, right? The things that we're already good at are just things that make us capable of helping people in so many ways. Like, it's just a tool, like anything else in life. Our weaknesses are the most profoundest thing about who we are, because those are the very things that when we improve, we become our greatest version of who we are. And when we become that person, who improves those very weaknesses within ourselves, figure out how we can improve these weaknesses. Like my weaknesses, my communication skills. Like, I'm not the greatest social cat. I can be very introverted. Though I have a YouTube channel, I am behind a camera. And though I'm an author, I only speak to people in a sense of when they need me, or when I'm directly asked questions, or when I feel people need my help is when it's easier for me to talk to other people. Me just going out in the world and being like, hey, let's talk, I'm Lachey, like, that's not who I am. That's not my desire. I totally desire conversation on a deeper level. I definitely like meeting new people, but I'm a definitely different cat from most people. I consider conversation something to be valued, and it's really not valued in this world. I consider that when we use our very voice to speak power in life in the very things that we don't see life in, or take the time to help people or speak life into people in our lives that seem to be drifting away close to suicide, we have the very power within us to make this world a better place. Now, based on our attitudes, the way we think, and our mindsets, and what we want to achieve in life, and the kind of person based on our character of who we are, will ultimately define how we make these things happen. The reason why I say that our weaknesses are the greatest thing that we could ever have in this world, because they're not necessarily weaknesses. They're things that you've never known how to improve on, but once you learn how to improve on them, you'll be the greatest you can ever be, because you already have things that you're really good at, right? And then you have things that you're not so good at. But just because those things you're not good at doesn't mean they're not your power. In weakness comes strength. In strength comes weakness. There is no good without bad, and there's no bad without good, and there's no yin without yang. There's no light without darkness. There's no divide of any of it. There's always going to be duality, and it's going to be a two. But you always must find the good in everything, even when you see things as not significant. Everything in life has significance. Everything in life has its reasons, and you must understand that even when you feel that you are not where you desire to be in life, even when you don't know when it's going to happen for you, you have to remember that it takes a long time to achieve these goals and dreams and desires that we have. And you got to be willing to go through the process of what it's going to take. Are you willing? Are you willing to go through the process? And if you're not, then whatever it is that you're doing, I suggest you really take the time to sit back and really think about it, because it's going to take you knowing your strengths, but also improving your weaknesses, because out of weaknesses comes strength. And out of strength comes weaknesses, because in our greatest moments in life, we become cocky because we think we get to that point in life where we think we're so great, we're so good at certain things. You can always be a lot more better than you were yesterday. With each day that we're given life, we should take each day to be better and improve ourselves. So, no, you're not the greatest. And everyone would say you are, and no one really is, to be honest. You're the greatest you can ever be based on a decision you choose if you wake up every morning giving your very best and your all each day, making life great with each moment, each action, each decision that you make every single day. You get the choice to choose to have a better life, and based on your mindset, your character, who you are, who you say you are, what you want in life will ultimately decide whether you will get there in this life. Now, when you sharpen who you are as a person, the things that you desire will come eventually. Things will come regardless, but it's best to be on point with the things that you desire in life. Don't get so cocky and egotistic in believing that because you're great in something that you're the greatest. Even in your great things, even in the good things that you do, even in the best of who you are, you can be so much more better than you were yesterday and so much more better than you were a second ago. So remember, even in the things that you are doing great, you can improve in a whole nother way than you were doing just a second ago. But it all depends on the matter of perception and the way that you are viewing and perceiving how you are doing things. You need to have a open mind to seeing how things are from different perspectives. You can't just see, hey, I'm great from one view, because that's how your mind works, then you would never see and be able to critique and criticize your works. Constructive criticism is not bad, guys. It's not bad. It's good for growth. It helps you understand that you're good, but you still have a lot to work on, right? We're all at a point in our life where we really want something really bad. We got these dreams and goals. We're not necessarily where we want to be, but if we keep striving and keep doing what we're doing, we'll eventually achieve it and obtain it, right? But it all depends on your work ethic and time. Now, you have to keep being consistent and persistent with the things that you desire in this life. But when you give up, you should never give up. Giving up on your dream is giving up on yourself. Now, if you don't truly believe in what you're pursuing, I suggest you find some belief. Dig down deep inside and figure out what it is that you really desire to do. Do you know your strengths? Do you know your weaknesses? Do you know that even in your strengths, you have weakness? That you can be so much better than you were yesterday. That your greatness can be greater. And that even in your weakness, you have great strength. That you can grow even more. So are you somebody who is great at solutions? Are you somebody who's very resourceful? Are you somebody very reliable? Are you a responsible person? Do you love helping people? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Are you bad at communication? Do you have a hard time listening? Do you not understand a lot of things? Is it hard for you to understand some things? Is your vision messed up based on your perception? Are you a negative Nancy? What is it? What are the things that you are good at, and what are the things that you're bad at? What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? You don't have to hide behind a mask of a persona to pretend to be something you're not. Because hiding who you are, hiding the fact that you're not good, hiding the fact that you're not there, is not going to help you get there. And they say closed mouths don't get fed. So at the end of the day, you hiding behind a massive persona to pretend to be something that you're not, the smiling faces that people that don't probably really care about you. When you can truly confess to yourself and speak those things out loud and really work towards the things that you're not good at, but also increase the things that you are good at, because you can be so much better than who you've been and who you are right now. it's not about who we are now, it's about who we're becoming. And who we're becoming is so more profound than who we are now. Who we are now is just the walking phase of greatness. I was going to say perfection, but I don't really believe in perfection. I don't believe in perfect. I believe in improvement, because I believe that if we were ever perfect, there would be no need for growth, learning, being educated, or having to make mistakes, because we will already be there, and there would be no need for this process that we have to go through, because it will be easy to obtain the things that we have, right? We wouldn't need all this stuff. So there's only room for improvement in this life. No need for perfection. You can say perfection for heaven. We're on earth. We can only improve, you guys. Just improve. Stress yourself with the little things that you know how to do. You can't be perfect. You can only give your best, your all, your 100%. Whatever your 100% is, give it your all. You can do your best, you can improve, you can be greater than you are, and you can be strong in your weaknesses. But do you know your weaknesses? Do you know your strengths? And are you willing to work forward to making those things better? Peace, prosperity, have a abundant day. Love, happiness, and I'm out.